Well, hello everyone. As Mike is over here talking about Betty Boop. How's everybody doing tonight after that beautiful Eagles win yesterday? How about it, huh?
They might not be awake. My one friend didn't go home until like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you're talking about our fans.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was trying to climb the greasy pole.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Like cops were literally like surrounding the pole.
You know, if you want to find a great girlfriend, go to the Eagles thing in the streets and find that girl that can climb the pole. That girl's a winner.
Oh, that is such a Mike statement. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another live version of Modern Dating WTF, where we talk about everything dating. Yep. Everything from the crazy, horrific, funny stories that a lot of people have today because of these lovely dating sites, to experts coming on helping us to navigate this crazy world.
I'm the expert, of course.
Yeah. And then couples who have been together, whether they're married or not, who met in the wild and have made it last and can give us some great advice on how to navigate a good relationship. My name is Rosanna Kersey. I am the owner of BeVisionary, where we do singles events in PA, New Jersey, and now Delaware. Yay, Delaware.
So we're going to go down the shore? We're going to have a shore show?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah.
Should we go from the beach?
Yeah.
Bikinis.
Yeah, let's do it. Mm-hmm. And let me introduce you to my co-host.
Mike D. Domenico. Sorry, I forgot half my name, but I'm the owner of Midtown Social. Mm-hmm. Rosie and I do a ton of events. While she does events other places as well, her best events are here.
Sorry, I'm cheating on you.
That's all right. That's all right. It happens. It's happened to me before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we have some great shows. Great.
How about the comedy show?
The comedy show was. Yeah. I thought it was pretty good for our first show.
It really was. We had a full house for our very first comedy show here at Midtown Social. That he has downstairs. The downstairs is great because it has the bar. It has a section for games, and then also a DJ and a dance floor. But then upstairs, it's a banquet hall that can be open for weddings, can be open for any type of event. And we had the comedy show up there, and it was a full house. It was a packed house. It was a great day, great night, I should say. So stay tuned because, again, that was open to the public, not just singles. We do that on a quarterly basis. So follow us on BeVisionary in Midtown so you can learn when those events are.
Well, and the whole reason you and I got together, there's two purposes. One is you're trying to get single people to go out and be social, and Midtown Social was built for people to start coming out and being social.
Exactly. Yeah.
So sometimes they're not so social, but we're working on it.
We're working on that. Yes, we are. All right. So
what are we talking about today?
Oh, wow. We have lots to talk about. There's so much to talk about with this singles world, isn't there? I mean, God, we've got everything from people sending dick pics to people. We have all kinds of things, right?
I've never gotten a dick pic.
Yes, you have. Come on, don't lie. Don't lie.
Nah, I think I got a nipple or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about a dick pic.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Before we start talking about that, though, I want to bring on our guest. So, I want to bring on our guest, and I'll tell you why. So, our guest, he is a man. He's no longer single, ladies. So, I apologize.
Are we allowed to say man?
Yes, he is a man. He identifies
as a
man.
Identifies
as a man.
Just checking.
And he is a local business owner within the hospitality industry, fellow restaurant owner.
Oh, God bless you.
Yep. And he's no longer single, but he was single for many, many years. And he has lots to talk about. First of all, he's got a crazy story that he wants to share with us from when he was online. And then he also wants to share some of his perspectives as a man in the dating world and give maybe the ladies some advice.
Well, just as a bar owner.
Right.
Where do you think I get all my advice? Oh, my God.
So why don't we go ahead and bring Dave on? Hey, Dave. How you doing?
What's up, Dave? How you doing, bud?
Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Mike. How are you? Thanks for the invite.
All right. No problem.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, Dave.
Just to touch base, great win on the Eagles game from the beginning of the chat. And comically, there is a video going around of somebody who actually fell off of one of those poles.
Oh, I saw that. So I saw the one guy on, oh my God, the hotel. It's gonna get
right.
Yeah, I know it's going right on my back. Anyway, but 4 years ago, the thing collapsed when he was on the same one, the Ritz-Carlton.
Oh,
so he was on top of the Ritz-Carlton. So I think they reinforced it because 4 years ago the thing was like like right down in the crowds.
I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Like, why?
Well, he got on TV. I mean, you
Yeah,
got
yeah,
one guy
yeah, definitely
standing
a
up
way to get
like,
famous.
throw me a beer, bro.
Sad. And then weren't you saying something about somebody on the main line?
Somebody ran over some people somebody from the main line ran over some people. Somebody got stabbed, and some idiot was shooting off a gun. Like, bullets don't come back down.
All right, people.
Anyway.
We all love the Eagles. We all want to party and celebrate them, but let's do it in a safe way.
Well, like I was saying earlier, I mean, some of the girls down there, I mean, if you can get the girl that can drink all day and make it through that party till 7 o'clock in the morning, that's
and
a
then
winner.
Climb the pole.
Then climb the greasy pole. Yeah. That's a winner there.
Winner, chicken dinner for you. All right. Well, not for you anymore. You have a girlfriend.
They're gonna have women adding that to their online profile.
Right. Climb the greasy pole.
I mean the grease pole. That's right.
Yeah, right. Seriously. All right, so Dave, I gave a little bit of background about you, but if you wouldn't mind maybe sharing a little bit of your history, married, dating, all that, if you wouldn't mind giving a little overview.
Yeah, sure. It's not a very unique tale at all. Met a woman I was 25. Spent a long time together. Have 3 beautiful children who I love very much. I don't regret a minute of it. And probably 18 years into it, we, our interests just didn't align. We didn't see ourselves going in the same direction, and we split up. It's a little over, probably 13 years ago, to be almost accurate, because we're coming up on an anniversary. And I was single and dating for 10 years. And then, needless to say, I was not in a hurry to jump back into another relationship, because we had an 18-year relationship, but we were together for like 2 years before that. So, my background is that I broke into the dating scene reluctantly, I guess you could say, and it would have a harder time mentioning the online dating sites I didn't try. But my first funny story was POF. I talked to my single friends, and they said back then, 10 plus years ago, POF was new on the scene, and they said, you got to try POF. And I didn't get very many instructions.
There weren't plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just keep hitting the credit card. That's all.
Yeah.
My story is not that funny. It's actually kind of charming, and it had a weird ending, because I did meet, I was so new to it that I didn't even know what the guidelines were, I guess you could say, because the first girl I saw who I thought was attractive, I was like, hey, here's my phone number. Let's talk. I think you're cute. And her comment was, wow, you're really in a hurry. And I'm like, I don't remember. Last time I dated, I was in my 20s. I would meet a girl at a bar, and I would walk up to her and be like, hey, you're cute. Let me have your number. Mm-hmm. And that's how it would start. So,
right.
So you just go right back to it. So she gave you her number. She was like, wow, you're really quick. And I was like, I am? And she's like, well, here's my number. To heck with it. So first thing I did when I texted her, I was like, hey, I'm Dave. You want to meet for a drink? And she's like, are you kidding me? And I was like, what am I doing wrong? Because isn't this what you're supposed to do? So we met at a place like 45 minutes later, and she looked exactly like her pictures looked. She was the right height, the right hair. Everything was as if her picture was real life. And that was my dating experience. I actually deleted the app like the next day, because I was like, this is perfect. Not realizing, and it didn't work out for another reason. But when I went
dating like 20 other guys.
Were you too small for her, Dave?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll be 100% honest. She was a functioning alcoholic. That was her. And at first we were going out drinking, having a great time, and I didn't even realize it. I'm a bigger guy. I weigh about 200 pounds, and she was going drink for me, but I didn't even recognize that. Now my ex would have like one glass of wine and be hammered. So it didn't even occur to me that every time I ordered a drink, she ordered a drink, and didn't realize that she was a functioning alcoholic until we went out one night, and she got really tore up. And I don't care about that. When you go out, you have fun, you get a designated driver, you be responsible, do what you got to do. But 10 o'clock the next morning, she was back at the bar having Bloody Marys.
Oof.
Well, bite the dog that bit you.
Yeah, right. Right.
True. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't be lifting my head off the pillow.
And the next time we went out for just regular dinner, I said, I'm just going to have iced tea instead of having a drink. first time I ever didn't order alcohol when we were out to eat. And she immediately snapped at me. She's like, "Don't you start too." And I was like, "Start what?" She's like, "Well, if you're not going to drink, I'm not going to drink." And I was like, "If you want to drink whatever you want. We're adults. You don't. Do I have to drink so you drink?" And that's where it came. This is how it starts. Next, you can tell me I drink too much. And I was like, "Okay, so this is an ongoing problem." But nevertheless,
It's
so
a
that's how
thing.
it didn't end. I was like, "That's the last thing I need in my life right now, right fresh out of a relationship." And the funny part is I got back on Plenty of Fish, and every lesson that everybody has learned painfully happened in that order. Like fake pictures, old pictures, pictures of their friends, you name it. I fell for it because I was like a lost puppy. They would, you know, it was terrible. Like the next 5 dates I set up, I couldn't believe it because 3 of them I was actually polite and sat through the dinner, even though I just knew there was no way that was going to go anywhere. Because how do you start off a relationship putting up fake pictures and think that's going to work out? I mean, that's just right out of
And
the
it
gate.
still happens today.
So you mean the personality just doesn't make up for everything? I don't understand.
No. And then
That's what they think. That's what they think, though. That's exactly.
I mean,
what
you're
they
not
think.
picking a realtor. You're trying to take her home. You know what I mean?
and then I got a little bark on me, and the next 2 I showed up and I said, "Look, you tell me what you want to do. If you want to sit and share a meal, I'll be happy to share a meal with you. But I can tell you this is not going anywhere because you don't look anything like your pictures." And they're like, "Oh, you're rude." The one woman told me everybody lies on their profile. So when you meet, you laugh because I lied, and I laugh because you lied, and we have a fun date. And I was like, "Not everybody lied."
No,
Yeah,
never
yeah.
lied.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's red flags. You're right, Selena. Definitely red flags when somebody puts up.
Well, did you see the one
older
guy? He
pictures.
was a like a 3 foot tall, and he stretched himself out in the photo to go on dates.
Oh,
Yeah, but he was like a
what did
movie,
you
but
do
he was
for
like
him?
half famous or whatever. So he just wanted to. So when the girl showed up, he was just like, "Look, I just wanted someone to go out to dinner with."
Oh.
So actually, the girl that told me this story, she actually went to dinner with him.
And
I mean, she had sex with
did
him.
she sleep with him? I mean, come
But, like,
on. If you're
he
gonna
was
go to
like-
dinner with a guy, you might as well just go one
And
better.
he took her to Budokan, by the way, which is like a pretty.
Oh, that's nice.
So I
Yeah,
mean, he spent some money on her, but I mean, like, can you imagine like getting out of the car? You're like, where is it?
That's, I mean, and I'm not even meant to be cruel, but
Right? No.
the one girl, I'll never forget her name because it was Tess, and she looked great in her pictures, and I was so excited to meet her, and I so did not recognize her based on the difference in her pictures. She walked up to me and started what I thought was flirting with me, and I had to say to her, "Hey, I'd be love to chat with you, but I'm here to meet somebody. It's gonna be weird if she walks in and I'm talking to you." And she's like, "No, I'm her." And I literally pulled my phone out, held up the profile picture, and put it next to her face, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, so the hostess came up and she's like, "Hey, do you want to sit?" And she's like, "Oh, we'll have a table." And I said, "No, unfortunately, my date didn't actually show up yet. I'm waiting for this.
Oh.
I'm waiting for this person. So if we see her in the next 5 minutes, I'll sit
Yeah,
down.
Dave.
If she doesn't
Dave's
show,
real.
Wow.
Dave is real. Dave is gonna give it to you straight. There
Yeah.
is no, Dave
Yeah.
is real. Which I love about him. I absolutely love about
And
him.
I thought I was rough. Jesus.
Yeah, no, he's got you beat. So,
Well, it depends on how. I take that back.
And Mike, I will say, I put all this out in my pre-profile chat. Like I'll even say in my profile, we're gonna talk, and if we exchange phone numbers, be perfectly ready for me to ask for impromptu pictures.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything to hide, then why you hide it? If you're gonna be straight up, and when people start with the making excuses, that's when. Like,
can I say something?
You don't want to get catfished.
May I? If you
Or
don't mind?
hatfished.
yeah,
So
sure.
it is like an ongoing joke, actually, between me and my friends. Like, I cannot do a selfie to save my life.
No, you have to have someone take it for you.
I have no one. I'm single.
We'll take it for you.
So
We have a camera right
no,
here.
but like to his point, impromptu. Like, I want a selfie. Like right now, send me a selfie. Right, take a picture, do a selfie. I can't they're not flattering. Like selfies do not portray me well at
Oh.
all because I suck at them, right? Like I'm like this, like the camera's like this.
Well, at least
or
10 years
whatever,
ago,
right?
but 10 years ago, the filters weren't like they are now.
But I don't do filters.
No, but I'm saying, like, but like now you got to work with
He
filters.
totally catfished me. He was maybe 110 pounds with Capri skinny jeans on. Holy cow!
I
Oh
mean, was
my
he?
goodness.
Wait, was he from Italy? I mean, that's
Bro.
okay.
Bro,
So, yeah.
I need to touch on something you said because this is something that I think everybody should know. Your idea, your pictures aren't for you. They're for
You're
everybody.
right. You're
So
right.
Right.
Yeah.
take a terrible selfie. You're taking the selfie and you're criticizing it yourself, right?
Yeah, because if I don't like it, then they're not gonna like
That's
it.
not true.
No, that's exactly what Mike.
Yeah, that's not true.
You get in your own head and you say, "Oh, this isn't flattering about me," or "Oh, I got this," or "Oh, I mean, women worry about so much stuff." Oh, look
Oh
at
God, I know.
one
Some of them have to draw their eyebrows on.
But you guys love the fact that we do that because we look beautiful for you.
Well, that's two different things. Because again, and here's the funny part: you're telling
Mike
us
was just making fun of his
No,
picture.
no.
Mike, here we are. Mike and Dave are both men telling her what we like, and she's already shut us down and told us what we like.
Right.
Right.
Listen,
All
all
right,
right,
that's fair.
ladies,
You're
listen,
right.
listen. If you want to take a picture and see how we see you, take a picture of you in the mirror. Because your brain sees it flip side. The way you think you look is actually the opposite. So you need to flip it. And that's the way you actually look to us. So if you think you think your good side with your camera, it's actually your bad side.
Interesting.
Scientific proof, by the way.
All right, ladies, you listening? You're listening? These are two very good men in the dating world that women literally they chase them.
But
women
to your point, by the way, it's and your point, just a regular photo is more interesting than something that's all done up. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
So the girls like it's always like her little like her booty picture and then I'm out with my girl and like it's all got to be perfect. It's like
can we talk about dick pics?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Let's talk about dick pics, shall we?
I've honestly never sent a dick pic
Oh,
without a hat on.
high five, Mike. Come here. Let me give you a high five.
I'm totally full of shit.
Oh.
I mean, I've never sent an unsolicited.
Yeah, nice segue.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, so I'm sorry. Yeah, all right, but can we talk about this, please? Okay, like, why? Like, why do I need a dick pic, especially unsolicited? I mean, I don't even want a dick pic like if I'm dating you for a year.
So unsolicited is not acceptable.
Well, that's what happened.
No, I understand, but unsolicited is completely unacceptable.
Okay, so we agree on that.
100%.
100%. Okay.
Yeah. Now, if it's Christmas and there's a little hat on there. It's a little Christmas ball, there's little reindeer things like that. That might be, if you're gonna have some fun with it, that's fine. But for God, love and groom it first of all. I mean, it can't be all like 80s muff. It's got
Bro,
a little.
You know I'm gonna call bullshit on this, right?
Oh my God, it's so bad.
What that I've never seen.
I know you're gonna call bullshit, Dave.
I've never seen.
We've had this conversation.
Well, I mean, as an Italian, we're all pretty happy with. But I mean, no, I've never sent an unsolicited dick pic.
Any woman.
Go ahead, Dave. Let me hear your take.
Any woman who claims that they're uninterested or not curious, if the man they're interested in dating is well hung, they are posturing or flat out lying. I mean, yes. Quietly in the corner, there are more women who break up with men because they are not well endowed, and there's so many really, really pretty women who look like they're with, maybe unattractive men.
It's because they have a fat wallet. Bro.
I gotta tell you, I have dated a couple guys that were small recently in the past, and I now see them with other women, and I feel for those women. I'm like, I know that you're dealing with a small dick.
Well,
like, I know what you have there, and I'm sorry for you.
I mean, I can't speak for myself, but from what I've heard from some women is it's not about how deep you fish; it's how you wiggle the worm.
No, deep matters.
Some girls don't like
deep
it.
Matters. No,
don't ever repeat that. The only people who say that have little dicks.
No, it was a woman. No. Wait, I didn't say that. Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Yes,
when I said some girls, what she probably should have meant was as long as the wallet's deeper.
Yeah,
but
no,
I don't know.
let me correct myself, Mike. The
Height
woman,
matters,
the
girth
woman,
matters, it all matters.
Yeah,
the woman who said that was already trying to deal with her own situation.
she's banging the tennis player.
That's exactly right.
Tennis bro.
All right. So
She's got a rich
you-
husband, and she's banging the workout
Dave,
instructor.
then in that case, have you sent unsolicited?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
you have to define solicited. Like when you say unsolicited, if a
like
girl,
you've never talked.
I
to
didn't
her.
ask for it.
well, yeah. And let me ask you this: that's a ridiculous. I'm sorry, no offense. That's
Don't be ridiculous.
Don't be. Because imagine if, like, I've never met a single woman who were like, "Hey, by the way, I'd love to see a picture of your dick."
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been requested.
Never. Ever.
You know what? I'm sorry.
Last night it was great.
I will tell you that I have spoken to a lot of men, single men, who are on these dating sites, and they have told me on more than one occasion that they receive unsolicited naked pictures from chicks all the time.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
all the time. And some of them are like really, really,
so we had this conversation.
Hold on a second. You're shifting. So what does that have to do with? Have you ever mentioned to any woman ever, and they flat out said, "Oh yeah," like three text messages in, I say, "Hey, let me see a picture of your dick."
I think there's.
I don't think
I have heard that too. I have heard guys say that women have asked for a dick pic.
Maybe they were just checking for.
I'm not one of them. I have no desire. If you send me a dick pic, that's it. You're blocked.
They were
You're
just
done.
they were just checking to see if there's any red spots on it.
Which is funny.
Oh wait. So Kevin is attesting to what I'm saying here. He's saying that he has had women send naked pictures to him.
Wait. What?
It has nothing to do with the fact that
What
women.
if they're checking?
Right.
What?
Checking for spots.
Oh my god.
Because like what you said.
Oh my god. All right, moving on. We're
well, wait, I get back into something else, by the way. So in Florida, every time you meet somebody, they go, "Do you have papers?" And I'm like, "What am I, a fucking dog?" Sorry, whatever. What am I, dog? And they're like, "Well, because they're all on OnlyFans and stuff like that. They're all like half prostitutes. So there's so much sex going on down in Florida, apparently, that you have to get like tested every couple of weeks if you want to date down there."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
And I was like, turn off. Like if a girl's like, "Do you have like, when's the last time you were tested?" I'm like, "What? How?"
So
I don't feel like I get around that much that I need to be like,
Right.
get like maybe a couple every 6 months, whatever, but not like it's my younger
So,
body count. I'm getting old.
Right.
My back
I've
hurts.
gotten them as an introduction message. Oh wow. So Drew has said that he's gotten not dick pics, naked pictures from women unsolicited as a first message. These are women you wouldn't want to see naked either. Honey, Kevin.
Or if they're like OnlyFans or whatever.
Don't go to Miami.
Oh no, Miami is literally, there's diseases down there that you can't cure with penicillin. That's for
I had
sure.
a girl ask me how big my dick was, so I asked her how big her jugs were.
Well, unless you're
Okay.
gonna put it in
All
your
right.
titties,
That's
but
right.
I
That's
mean,
fair enough.
you might want to see how
Yeah.
how deep's the canal.
I get it. Yeah.
I mean, like, am I gonna be swimming in a
Oh my God.
The
All
title.
right, Dave,
am I swimming in the ocean or a river? I mean, what's going on?
on to another topic, if you don't mind. You did share a little bit about a story
Sorry, Mom.
that you dealt with where you had to do a jury duty, or you were
Yeah.
Mind sharing that story?
Sure. This was early on in my well, it doesn't matter how early it was. I'm sure there's still people out there like this. So I connected with a woman, and we were talking through we were still dating through the app or texting through the app, and I had jury duty, and I went downtown, and I had no idea that they were going to take your cell phone and put it in a locker to sequester you when you're in jury selection. Had no idea that was a thing. So I put my phone in my locker as I was instructed. I was up there for 3-4 hours. At the end of the day, I had come down, and we were just texting, "Hey, good morning. How was your breakfast?" Just nonsense. So when I came down about 4 o'clock, I must have had 11 messages from her in a row. "Hey, where'd you go? Oh my God. I have a funny story to tell you. Oh, I'm so sick of you guys who do this kind of stuff. This is such bullshit. I'm sick and tired of this. You ain't that cute anyway. I don't know who you think you are." And they just got progressively worse until she was like, "God, I hope you get a flesh-eating disease and die." And I was like, holy crap.
Where's our bell? That's a WTF bell.
It sounds like what would have happened if you started dating her. I mean, not for nothing anyway.
Right.
Holy shit.
So
Yeah. That's
but-
like a what that I mean,
I mean,
come
I've
on.
dated some psychos before, but
But this is a good discussion, right? Because it is a thing. It is a thing today.
until you go
where
out,
you
you don't know
have-
anybody anything.
You have, well, hold on. So you have people who have very good phone etiquette where, they try to respond as quickly as possible when they see the message. You have somebody maybe that's online with you that they're really feeling a connection. So they want to keep that connection going and keep the conversation
If she hasn't seen
flowing.
my dick, I'm not
And
calling.
then you have and then you have other people who aren't great with their phones, either purposely or just naturally not good with their phones. And so, by the way, that's a what the fuck.
Winner, chicken
Winner,
dinner.
winner, chicken dinner. Yes, that is a what the fuck kind of story.
You get you've won a free therapy session from now on.
The fact that she wanted you to die just because you didn't respond to messages, that's sad. So,
Oh wait, I have a
anyway,
text message.
So you did say something though, Dave, when you and I were talking about this, and you said, people have to recognize that not everybody has the same phone habits as everybody else. And I love that, because you're right. Because I was guilty of this in the past, where because I respond to people fairly quickly, I would expect everybody to do that. And when they don't, you do start to question, whether or not they
Listen, anybody who responds too quickly is hungry, is thirsty. All right. Like some people, people have jobs, people have things going on. Like during the day, at night, like Monday through Thursday, if they're not getting back to you, they're playing games, right?
Friday. Oh, look at that. Jay Michael said he was catfished twice this past weekend.
Twice this weekend.
They were beautiful pictures, but they were old.
Bro, I haven't even gone out on 2 internet dates in my whole life, so I don't understand that. You got to go to the bar and meet them out in person.
Yeah, you need to come to our comedy show.
Yeah, or like just go out to any bar.
Yeah,
go to the busiest bar, walk in, and get a bar stool.
Hopefully, you learned your lesson.
Yeah.
Right, back to back catfish. Sorry.
Well, let me address Mike real quick for a second. So I wonder if Mike's going, not or the person who made that comment, not the co-host. I wonder if he feels like I felt, because this is how I felt. I got catfished. I had a very awkward situation, and I wanted to avoid it. So the next person that I messaged, I said, hey, I don't want to avoid this awkward situation, so please send me a picture. And it was amazing how her response was, I just met you. I can't believe you want naked pictures. I wouldn't do it. That I'm so sick of you guys. And I was like, hold on. Nobody said naked. I just said a picture.
And I want a little soap on the boobs.
Yeah. Hey, that's extra. That's
you don't have to go all the way down. I mean, like whatever.
That's extra credit. And right.
That's extra credit.
Right. So when you get in this thing, because if you meet a nice girl online, because they're all trained, like they're not trained, they're all like, and rightfully so, they're nervous. They don't want to put everything out there they have.
Right.
But at the same token, it's like if I say to the next girl, because I'm sick and tired of what happened to that poor gentleman, we got catfished twice, they start playing a little hardball, and you say, here, send me a full body picture so I know who I'm talking to. And they do, like Ro, it's really not for the body picture, but she's like, I get a D pic, and all of a sudden you're blocked and I forget you. Like you're written off like that because you make a misstep. So now the poor guy's like, well, if I play hardball, maybe this is the girl who does have a cute face and a nice body, and I just messed it up because I was playing hardball.
So you want to see everything butterface?
Yeah.
Oh, butterface.
Butterface. Yeah. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. That's the kind of story. And here's the worst part about it: women who are fit, are actually putting themselves in the same category as the women who are hiding their unfitness. For the
all right, ladies, listen up, ladies. Go ahead.
They don't even
do tell.
Yeah, do tell.
Right. So we talked about this a little bit, Ro. Let's do a couple tit for tats. When you see a guy who has 7 profile pictures and he's wearing hats in every picture, what's
catfished? 100% catfished.
Yeah,
mostly.
No, but what's it mean? Like specifically, what's the first
100%? It means that they're bald or they're balding.
Right. Same scenario. Guy has
what the
most 99%.
Okay. I mean, I could use a little hair, but not. We're good. Right.
7 pictures and they're not smiling.
Oh, toothless, toothfish.
100%. Their teeth are all messed up. Yeah.
Or a tuna fish.
Yeah.
So guys are the same exact way. So when I see a woman and she has 10 profile pictures and it's just the square of her face, I almost feel like saying to her, hey, if I take you out on a date, is there a body coming with it? Or am I just going to show up and you like pick up your head, like, you know, like in a cake box and take it? No, there's going to be a body attached to it.
What's in the box?
Yeah. What's in the box? Where's the rest of you? But
Yeah.
if you ask that, women are kind of like socially told that that's creepy.
Got to smile. Look,
No,
we're not smiling. Like,
Yeah.
she has teeth.
Or no, or not smiling.
We
She's
both
talking
have
about,
teeth.
She's talking about on the profiles, but
Oh,
not
I
smiling. It's
know.
because they have bad teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, you're just being funny. Oh, my bad.
Right.
Sorry.
So when I see women who post full body pictures and they're like in a full down jacket, I'm like, what am
Oh,
I?
some people don't like being questioned about something important and then they disappear. That's true.
Okay. Let's be clear. So that's why online dating sucks, and we need to put down our foot. They're literally, they want to take your credit cards for the guys. They're not trying to match you with people that you're going to make. They just, if you don't find anybody, the more money they make off you.
Wait.
It is designed for failure.
It's a good segue. So Mike, Jay or Michael, I don't know what you go by, Jay or Michael. But he just said, you know, White Dog and the other one that you mentioned is not cheap, right? So let's talk about that real quick, because I actually had my neighbor, which, by the way, Jimmy, we're gonna have to get her a shirt, a Modern Dating.
Alicia, the picture
But
we're
my
looking at, is
neighbor-
that you?
That's when I send recent pic of me. So anyway,
I just want to see if that's you.
there you go. Okay, Alicia. So you said you and Dave would do well together because you would send a recent picture.
She looks
I
like a
don't know.
gamer girl.
So anyway, so my neighbor, she's in her 50s, and she asked me today if we could bring this up on the podcast. And it is a great question. Gentlemen, from your perspective, how do we feel about the guys paying for the date? Like, you know, back in the day, there was no question, right?
Don't be a chump. Pay for
That's
the
the,
date.
you know, that's the
If you don't
chivalry
have-
thing.
If you don't got $100 to go out, then you shouldn't be dating.
Okay.
I could say this about that, and it really is a shame. Of course, I believe the guy should pay. I do also think that, and I've got this. It's a longer story, but I can tell you, there's nothing less attractive than like just assuming. Like, you should at least try and pay. You should offer to leave the tip, or at least offer to do something, and let him say no.
That's exactly what I told her. So
that?
that's what I do. If I like the person, I'll offer to pay tip. I'll say, hey, do you want me to grab the tip? Whatever, right? If I don't like the person, I offer to pay half.
Right.
Because I know I don't like you.
Well,
it's not fair for you to have to pay for me.
Like, if you go to like Texas Roadhouse, it's one thing. It's like $50 for a whole dinner, right? But if like you're going somewhere nice, I mean, you have to set up. It's your own fault if you want to take somebody to an expensive restaurant as a guy. You're like, I'm going to meet you at, you know, whatever, like some high-end restaurant. That's kind of like your fault. Now she's like, I want to go here, and she's ordering everything off the menu. Then let her get half the bill, because that's some bullshit. Because that's rude, right?
You took the words right out of my mouth. If she picks
it depends on the girl. If she's totally respectful and like just kind of like,
that's fair.
You know, and appreciative, and it doesn't work out afterwards,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Say
but if she's ordering the most expensive shit on the menu, I'm getting up and going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a phone call.
Selena says that FaceTime calls. You can always just do a FaceTime call with people if you're worried about the pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, which is true. I don't like FaceTime, but I'll do it if I have to.
A little video sex is never bad for anything.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's exactly. So ironically, and this is going to tie back to what you said about.
She's all dressed at work.
So wait, Jay Michael said that the girl that he went out with, that guy he got catfished by, ended up buying tickets to our comedy show, and he felt obligated to come to the comedy show with her.
That's all right.
So
we had it downstairs. We left with someone else.
That's so funny. That is so funny. So you were at our show. That's so funny.
So wait, funny segue. I dated somebody with the same last name. We thought we weren't related, and then we went out, and she left me for someone else at the bar. I'm like, 100% we're related somewhere. That's totally something I would have done.
So this is a good suggestion too. Mike says, I pay. If I ask, I pay. I will turn down an offer for a tip. Plan first 3 dates, pay first 3. Beyond that, let's talk.
Well, that's a little aggressive.
That's fair.
Wait, are you planning the first 3 dates like before you go on the first date?
No. He's saying the first 3 dates he'll pay.
Oh, gotcha.
After the first 3 dates with somebody, if you get to that 4th date, then
I thought there was like a 3-date plan. We're gonna have 3 dates before we decide.
Right. That's what I do, Selena.
Actually, is not hard.
Yep. I insist on paying. Yeah. Oh my God, Selena, you and I, we do the same thing. So Selena said the same thing I did.
Selena, I just want a free haircut.
Holy cow! Yes, my friend was on a date and the bill was $400.
Oh no.
Gold digger. Gold
Nah,
digger.
yeah, not even
She
that.
chose the date, and
No,
my friend had
that's
to
not a
pay.
gold
No.
digger. Wait, that's not a gold digger. That's a dinner. That
You-
girl goes
it's a
out
dinner date?
professionally for dinner. Yes.
It's a food
Yeah.
digger.
Yeah, that's how she eats. That's how she actually eats.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
That's
no,
really
that's some
funny.
bullshit right there.
I was gonna say it also depends on some of the conversation, because if you're
Yeah.
with a woman and she spends the whole time talking about how independent she is and how much of a bat is and how she handles her own business, and
I'm a boss bitch.
yeah, right, boss bitch, what do you bring to the table? And then all of a sudden the check comes and her feminism goes right out the window. It's kind of like let me test your equality, and that's
I'm with you. I have to say, I'm with you. I'm with you there, Dave. Like, that's one thing that I get that does frustrate me. And I know, ladies, you're going to probably be upset with me because I'm, one of your fellow ladies.
You're like that girl that
But
slides across
if you
the
want
floor.
to, if you want to be an advocate of the feminist movement, then it's not just when it's convenient for you, right? Like,
Feminism destroyed
if
women.
you want to be an equal, then you're going to be an equal across the board. Yeah. If you are sitting here and saying, like I do, right? Yes, I'm a woman, and yes, I should be paid the same amount if I'm doing the same job as you, but I still want to be treated like a woman. I still want my doors open. I still want the man to, pay for the bill, whatever the case may be. Like, I'm sorry, but, if you are not going to be willing to do that, if you're not willing to go into your feminine energy, then you're going to have to expect to be treated equally and
I was just
pay for the
reminded
bill
the other
or
day
whatever the case, or pick up your own freaking trash. They got your own trash, whatever.
I was just reminded the other day I don't open the door anymore.
Oh, well,
Fucked up.
well, you're also in a relationship. It's like what?
Oh, so wait, when you're in a
Whatever the case
relationship, you stop opening the car door for your girlfriend?
I mean, once I'm in a relationship with somebody for a period of time, I kind of
Where's the girl power there?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
I mean, that's
if
right.
we are-
Go finish my
if we're going
laundry.
out to dinner, yeah, you're paying, even if we're in a relationship. But like, no, I don't know.
I need to refill my drink over there, hon.
Yeah. Bro,
How about you, Dave? You're in a relationship now. What do you do? Do you open the doors?
What's his name, Dave? You give up on women. What's his name?
Yeah,
Listen, we probably met at Top Dog Evolution or one of those spots back in the day.
We definitely did, yeah.
Her name is Carrie, and I don't know. I was just thinking, have I ever met a guy named Carrie? Because I met a guy named Casey. I met a guy named Tracy. But so yeah, I don't know. I don't think Carrie is
Jen.
Yeah.
Jen went to New York on a second date around Christmas. She offered and paid for the train.
For him to come down?
No, for her to go to New York. She's in Jersey.
Oh,
she went to New York.
Well, she's not offering to pay for the train for her to get there.
Well,
but a dude from New York, that's a different. Wait, okay.
She offered to pay for the bill.
But wait a minute, guys from New York is a different level. So you're supposedly some rich dude that lives in New York or whatever. But you got to remember, there's dudes that live in other people's apartments and stuff like that up there that have no money, that are just leeches. So if you're trying to date up in New York because you think somebody's rich and he ain't paying for your train, I wouldn't take the ride.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Let me make sure I say this because I don't want to set the wrong impression here. Here's my personal opinion. I think a woman spends a hell of a lot more time, energy, effort, and money getting ready for a date than a guy does.
100%.
Bullshit. You ever had your chest waxed? You know how much that hurts?
Sorry. What's your wax? What's his name, Mike? Did he hurt you?
Like Kelly Clarkson.
Did he wax you in your special place? You didn't like it?
I agree, Selena. That's what I do.
I'm one of the few Italians that's just lucky enough not to be a hairy beast, but whatever. Not that you need to know, but
God. But no, you're right, Dave. You're right. It does cost women more money. I mean, everything, right? From hair to nails to makeup to clothes.
Marsha. So yeah, I know, but once again, you might as well put a filter on. Like, let us see a little, I want to see you in like sweats and a cup of coffee.
Marsha, that's a great idea. Just go on a walk for your first date. I love that.
Yeah, into the park and get murdered. Hold on a second, Marsha. You got to go to a public place, Marsha. I mean, like, Marsha.
Bro, this all ties back into your selfie picture, right? Your selfie.
Right.
If you don't like your selfies, you should send them to whoever asks for them, because when you show up in person, you're going to be that much better than your selfie.
Listen, this is going to make me look soft and less of an asshole, but you know what I love my girlfriend? When I wake up in the morning and her hair is all messy and she's like all like snuggling up, and you'll know about your girl your date too, right? In the morning, and they're like actually quiet and not talking for once, but they look so cute. That's what we love them most. When they have all that shit all over, yeah, it's like when you go to an event and they're all looking hot, and you're like, that's my girl on my arm. Yes, we love you then too. But there's only those two moments when you're sleeping and that moment. Yeah. Everything in between, we hate you.
Well,
I get it.
No, we don't have.
yeah, because I would say, I could tell you, I remember I learned this going when you used to meet a girl on the beach. You meet somebody
Yeah.
on the they're never have makeup on. They're usually sun drenched.
Right.
Maybe their freckles are out. You know, their eyelashes aren't non-existent. They look like a ragamuffin.
Right.
See them on the beach, and then you're like, oh, let's meet at the bar later. And
Right.
then you do, and you're like, holy shit. Like, it's like,
Right.
wow, because I saw you in your bikini or your bathing suit. So I'm not surprised there. I'm happy with that because I met that first. And then, holy shit, I saw your worst on the beach. And now I see you looking like a normal person. And it's a
Yeah,
wow.
That's why they call it hot girl summer, bro. They go out with us in the winter, break up with us, and then go down the shore because they got a nice tan. Their bodies are like, they got rid of that 5 pounds from the winter, and now they're seeing all these dudes on the beach.
You know, you
And they
guys
got a
sound
little
like you're still in
glow.
your 20s, right?
I know what
Yeah.
I mean. I do act like I'm 20.
Yeah, you do.
This is
Both of you actually do.
well,
I know both of you well enough to mess it.
Wait. Who reaches out afterwards? When is the best time to?
Okay. So wait, that's a great point, right? So real quick, one more topic, and then we're gonna come back to your question, Alicia. Okay. So do me a favor and table that, Jimmy.
Yep.
So real quick, one of the other things that you and I talked about, Dave, that I wanted to talk about real quick was body count. And whether or not women should sleep with a man on the first date or not, and should body count. How about it? So I will let Dave, you go first.
If I stuck my finger in a soda bottle and he stuck his finger in the soda bottle, would you want to drink from the soda bottle? But if I just handed you the soda bottle,
God,
that's all I have to say.
hold on a second, Mike. Is your soda bottle full of semen?
Oh my God. Okay.
Hey,
okay.
If
Wow.
you're use the metaphor, buddy, use
I
it
mean,
all the way.
I'm just saying.
This is going to go sideways with the two of you. But I didn't realize how sideways it was going to go.
Body count matters.
Yes, be good, Jay. Be
I don't
good.
want to drink a soda bottle full of semen. I don't care how many people. Yes, no.
So real quick. So, all right, Dave, you heard Mike's stance. Mike's stance is his body count counts. He doesn't want a woman
But
who
I
has
don't
a high
think it's
body count. He doesn't want a woman that's going to sleep with every guy on the first date. So you now might know Mike's stance.
Listen, if that girl was in love and slept with 100 guys she was in love with, great. But if she slept with 100 guys that week, I kind of have a problem with it.
Okay, so weren't you just mentioning about
my younger body count?
Oh, okay. But we're all older now. We're all in our
Well, that's different. We
40s
can
and
all
50s.
grow up. That's a good point. So I did date somebody that may have had a higher body count when I was older, and I did let that slide. Of course, she ended up being a narcissist psycho.
Did she let your number slide? Because we know your number.
Well, what the hell she care about my number? She eclipsed my number.
See, double standard.
It wasn't a double standard. Because if they find Jesus and
oh God,
not like last week.
Jesus right now. He's talking about Jesus.
What about OnlyFans? Bitches showing everything on all the.
She's not OnlyFans. She's
I'm just saying they're showing it. They're showing a cootie hole everywhere.
Woman who's dated, who's slept with men.
I mean,
whatever.
what number's okay?
I don't know.
1,000?
I don't know. That's why we're having this conversation, Dave. Because Dave actually has an opposing opinion. So please, Dave, share.
You think body count don't matter?
Listen.
No. Well,
and I need a vagina picture.
Let the man speak.
I get. First off, here's the dilemma. The dilemma is that women want men for a different reason than men want women. And one of the number one priorities for most men is sexual chemistry. So by the time you could be great, you could be nice, you could be smart, you could be kind, you could be considerate. But the first time in this, you have sex and you realize you're not, I don't know, the right flavor. You just know it's not going to work out. So it's very ironic because women are like, oh, you were just a player. You just were trying to get sex. And there is a very real thing called conquest disorder.
That's reversed. That's reverse psychology, by the way.
Yeah, men need to sleep with women to feel powerful. But so there is that out there. That's a very small part of it.
No, women want men that other women want. And then when they get you and we're together with them for a long time, treating them great, and women don't want us anymore, then they jump over to the gym instructor.
Right. They play. That's called natural selection. Women
I'll say natural selection when I shoot the gym instructor in the face.
All right. So
That's what it's called. When women.
So help me out, Dave, real quick, because I do want to get to the point where we can have callers, we can have people,
Sure.
pose questions to us so we'd answer. So your stance is because I think this is what you said to me earlier, is that you feel like women should equally be able to test the goods. Is it somebody that they want to move forward with or is not, right?
Hell yes.
Try before you buy.
Absolutely.
But he said
Does it come with
too.
The
He's saying the women should be able to do that too.
Yeah, and the example here is very simple.
Yes, but trying because you want to date somebody and you're interested in it, and then being a total hooker is two different things.
Well,
like
there's a very thin line there.
No, there is not. You slept with the whole Penn State football team.
No.
Not
interested. You're saying if they sleep with you on the first date, checking
now
out
if I
goods,
like the football team, that's
goods,
different. If it was a team I bet on,
are they a whore or are they not? If they sleep with somebody on their first date with every guy that they're with, are they a whore or not a whore? Or are they checking out the goods, gentlemen?
Well, I mean, how long does it take them to select somebody? What are you gonna sleep with 1,000 dudes to figure out what are they buying?
How many did it take for you? A lot. Moving on.
Checking out the goods is perfectly fine with me.
Okay.
I am not interested. The only time I'm interested in somebody's body count is if they happen to sleep with people I know, and because that's always awkward.
Oh, well, okay. So Kathy says I've had men say to me, "Oh, I need to sleep with you to see if I were capable sexually because my sex in my marriage was horrible."
Yeah. Okay.
Boom. And
compatible.
Let me just make sure I can give you a reasonable example.
Try before you buy.
Yeah.
But it's okay for you, for the men, not for the women.
We're the ones with the key to the car.
You know what? I'm over you. I'm over you. Go ahead, Dave.
When you finally, if you're polite and you let the things go through the motions, and you finally get to the intimacy part, and she's like, "Oh, I only have sex in my bedroom in the dark, maybe a candle lit, and that's the only time I have sex." Yeah, I'm gonna have sex with her because I'm probably horny at that moment. But I'm just going to know right then and there, we're so far apart for where I am versus her. What's the point of even trying? Like, it's like there's certain things you think,
I'm done teaching.
Right.
School's out.
Right. And it's like, if you're, especially, I'm 55 years old. When I started dating or online dating when I was 45. And if you don't know, if you don't know what you and what's in your wheelhouse and what's out of your wheelhouse by 45, God bless you. Good luck.
Then you're gay.
Well, all right. So then, to that point, why can't you just communicate and discuss it? Do you like to have sex with the lights on or off? Do you?
Well, no.
Do you like anal? Do you whatever? Right? Like, I mean, you can.
So like on the first date, you're like, "Oh, the fillet. By the way, do you like it in the butt?" I mean,
All right. So you know what? Let's move on to questions, shall we?
Mike, real quick. Watch this answer, Mike. How many times have you heard? Oh, once I get to know you and I feel comfortable, I'm going to rock your world.
Oh, I'm like, check, please.
Yeah. You have to say that. You are in maybe high school band.
Disagree.
No. Confident women sexually in the first couple weeks, you girls should hold off on that. All right. Like if you're like, I'm going to blow you like no one's ever blown you before. Like what strip club did you get at? Like, hold on a second.
Yeah, no, I don't talk like that. But I will say what I do say, hold on one second. What I do say is an emotional connection will make the sex mind blowing. Yes. Am I good at what I do in the bedroom? No. Yes. But if there is no emotional connection, it's not going to be mind blowing. It's going to be sex.
Bullshit. Because you already.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have had mind blowing.
Here's the bullshit meter.
Mind blowing without the emotional. But
listen, the more you say no, ladies, the better the sex is the first time because we want to knock it out of the park. So hold out for a month.
Was it just 20 minutes ago? She said, "I've been stuck with guys with little dicks."
Yeah, right.
Feel for the girl.
No, not all. I've had a couple. I didn't even realize they were out there. I mean, I got very lucky up until.
Listen, my one friend told me she had sex with this dude that tried to fight me, and she said it was so small that she didn't even know it was in. And then he tried to fight me, and I couldn't even fight him. I was like, because I knew that it was like this big, and he's like, "Oh, yo, I'll kick your ass," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
There's actually a guy out there, Chica.
You probably know him, by the way. You still in Evolution.
Would tell me that there is like the world's smallest dick out there. Like there's a guy.
Yeah, it's Mark Stein.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right. So,
Okay.
if we can, like, can we go back to Alicia's question, Jimmy?
I
if
do.
you
I
don't
probably do have a
mind?
picture.
You want to catch up?
She was the
on
minister's daughter from the
That's-
church down the street, by the way.
Alicia's question.
All
Okay,
right,
back to
we
Alicia's
do
question.
have to start answering
So, guys,
questions. I
yes,
feel
we
bad.
need to answer questions. So let's go back to Alicia's question.
Well, we don't know what we
So,
want until we get to know you,
but
Kathy.
do me a favor, guys. Go ahead and send your questions through comments, or you can even call in. There is a link within the Facebook event.
I just
That-
the chat too.
Okay, and great, and we just sent it through the chat. So feel free to call in if you want to join us.
Okay, but
live.
hold on a second. So, Kathy, in the event, we don't know what we want, but crazy girls are so much fun. So if you're crazy, we still want to date you and have a good time because they literally are fun, but it's just not long-term stuff. Now if you're just getting out of a marriage, this guy just getting out of a marriage doesn't know what he wants. I don't know what to do with those guys, but it's
Okay.
I
So-
don't want crazy, but I love spontaneous.
yeah. I don't want key my car crazy. I
Yeah.
just want
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, spontaneous and not reserved, right? You want them to be, open
I
and
don't know about that. I mean,
comfortable in their
yeah,
skin.
they can
And
go crazy.
Yeah.
The best
Yeah.
the best advice I can give any woman whatsoever is don't ever take their girlfriend's advice. Women
Oh my God, 100%. Yeah.
women give women horrible advice.
And tell your wing girl to stay out of it when you meet somebody you like, because the wing girl's only jealous that she's not with somebody, and she tries to destroy the relationship.
Let me reel this in, gentlemen. So Alicia's question. Can we go to Alicia's
Just
question?
listen to us, ladies. Don't listen to the women about dating advice.
Who reaches out after a date, and when is the best time to? It's a really good question, Alicia.
The 3-day rule is bullshit. Okay, if you like somebody, you like
I agree.
somebody and like them, but don't be obsessive like the chick
Yeah.
that was texting them,
Yeah.
900 times in a day. What do you think?
An irrational woman I met once who we went on a date. There was no chemistry. We stayed friends for a long time. She used to call me after her dates and say, I can't believe it was such a great date. And at the end of the date, he didn't say, can't wait to see you again. Like, she would hang on that fact that she thought it was common knowledge that guys knew that if you want to express interest in a woman, you have to ask her out on the second date at the end of the first date, or you weren't interested. That was her Geiger counter. So
Well, I didn't think, I've never thought that, but I would say back in the day, we all know this because we're old. Back in the
speak for
day,
yourself there, Grandma.
you are too. What? Shut it. Anyway, back in the day, we did that. We did that, right? We were very open about, I'm looking forward to seeing you again, whatever the case may be. So I could see where she was coming from, but I would say, these days, that's one of the things that really hurts us is everybody's playing games. Nobody's real about how they really feel.
I don't
If you really like somebody.
If you meet somebody, guys want to get in their pants. So we meet you, we want to get in your pants. So we're gonna text you, we're gonna call you, whatever. You girls set the stage. Now you girls set the stage. Oh, he called me too soon. I'm not getting back to him. Or you're dating 5 other fucking guys. You are the ones that play the games. We want to get in your pants.
Well,
now, what we do after we get in your pants is what guys do. That's our game. I probably wasn't supposed to tell women this, but whatever. We like you until we get there.
Let me offer a different way of saying it because pants sounds so juvenile and childish.
100%.
Sorry, no offense. We are interested in having the intimacy to check that box off. Meaning, if you have intimacy with a woman, and I would say 3 times. Because the first time is always going to be hot because it's your first time. The second time you work out whatever you didn't do in the first time, you try to cover that base. And then the third time is the real time. And by the third time you have sex, you for a man, for me personally, and I would assume for many men, after the third time you have sex, that's when you can really evaluate and say, should I build a relationship around this chemistry? Is there enough here for me to work with? And
I have a question. How do we get back to sex when we were talking about whether or not to reach out to somebody after?
Because with men, it's always about sex.
It's about sex. Enough. We're off the sex topic. Let's help Alicia out here. How long after a date should you reach out, and who should reach out?
I would just like to point out that I met someone and I met her that night, and she thought she was texting me, but she was texting somebody else. And we've been together for a very long time. Actually, another Mike, by the way.
A very long time.
We've been together pretty. 7 months is long for me.
That's true. It is for you.
I mean,
okay.
Guys.
So tell me, guys, what's the right time frame, and who should reach out?
Do what feels right.
Amen.
There is no time frame. Get rid of that
Okay, yes
shit.
and no. Hold on.
No,
hold on.
get rid of that
Hold on,
shit.
Yes and no. This is the only thing I'm going to say. Some people are on two different pages about how that date went. Some people think that it was great and there was this great chemistry and connection, and then somebody else is not on the same page.
Well, then know how to read the signs. I mean,
That's
don't
what
be a
I was going to
dumbass,
say.
okay?
That's what I
If
was
she doesn't
going to
kiss
say.
you when you get out of the car, then just keep driving.
Or if you stick your tongue down her throat and bend her backwards on the car, and yeah,
Well, I mean, if she
had that happen. Literally
you kiss back.
backwards.
Like a terrible man.
Yeah, but you dumbass kiss back.
No,
You bend somebody-
huh?
You don't bend somebody backwards on the car. You bend somebody over the car.
You gotta lift them up and
Now,
pull the
this
legs
one-
up to
this
get them over
one
the hood.
literally like threw me back on my car
Hey.
backwards, stuck his tongue down my throat. I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah,
So here's my.
I've had it all. Let me tell you.
Here's
I thought
the
you were pointing at him the whole time. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
my official.
By the way,
All right,
I have the
Mike.
most amazing girlfriend in the world. Love you, baby.
So
Moving
here's
on.
the official answer. You have to ascertain how long the guy has been out of the dating scene, if that's the case. Because you got to remember,
That's true.
most of the people in their 40s, they may not have dated for 20 years. And you've seen 1,000 movies that show the people having this conversation with their friends. When do you call? When do you call? When do you call? But you don't see a lot of those movie scenes with people in their 40s. We're all past that. If you, like, to Mike's point, most guys are more afraid of effing it up by over communicating, because if they don't say anything, they can't mess it up. Because God forbid, and Ro, you're probably prone to this a little bit. You could say the one wrong word to certain women and they'll write you off forever because you said something wrong. So a lot of men are actually terrified about communicating with women. And the more they like them, the more terrified they are because they don't want to mess it up. So to me, that's why Bumble. Oh, am I supposed to not talk about it? Yeah, that's one of the great things why most men love Bumble more than anything else, because women have to already like you to communicate. Takes all the stress.
Not anymore.
But the show's so broke, we can't get
The
sued. So don't worry
CEO
about it.
actually stepped down. The Bumble CEO stepped down because
He's an asshole. Do you see about the algorithm charging guys more? Like
Yeah,
you're never
that's
gonna find
it.
anybody. I mean, look, it's not like you're Taylor Swift and you wrote 1,000 songs about the wrong guy.
Yeah. So Bumble actually has changed their approach now, where anybody can reach out, and their numbers, like, they tumbled because men actually appreciated the fact that the woman had to reach out first. And when they changed that now and to make it anybody could reach out, they didn't now Bumble's not set. They're not set. Why can't I talk tonight? They are now not separate from all of the other dating sites.
But you bring up so first of all, there's an age gap, right? So those of us that are like 45, 40 and up, right? We don't really apply to like most of the rules, because like if we did the things we did in the 80s and 90s to meet a girl now, would be considered a stalker. Like you left a note in her car, you sent her flowers, but you didn't know her.
But we did those
They would
things.
call the police for that
We
shit
did, yeah.
nowadays. It's like,
Yeah, no, it's true.
so
Very true.
yeah, there are
It's
even
true.
there are players and there are hopeless romantics in that age group that it's just different. It sucks. Like when I was in Italy, those guys chase girls around. They're like, Bella, Bella, Bella. They're literally chasing them all over the streets. They would be in jail in America for the way they run.
I'm going to Italy tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding.
Not Greece too, by the way.
Somebody's just gonna believe it.
You would have to write them all off, because not only would they send you dick pictures, but they would show you their dick live in Italy.
Yeah, right.
Man,
But you know what? It took it off the internet.
Whoa!
Man. Like at least
I didn't know that.
At least they have the balls to be out there and it's a cultural thing, right? But in America, it's like, God forbid someone likes you or says you're cute at the gym or whatever. And it's
Wait. Michael says, first of all, Selena, Michael thinks you're cute. But
wait,
Michael,
not me,
sorry,
Michael.
James.
Whoa, James does.
Sorry. If you'd like to go at, I'll skip the break.
Drink is poison.
I'll skip breaking that rule. So James says he kisses on the cheek on the first date, and if he likes her, he'll say, "I'll call you soon," which is nice. And honestly, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, if you do like somebody, then just say it in a simple way. Say it on that first date so that the person knows what to expect. Or to expect you to reach out, not reach out, whatever the case may be.
Look, meet people out, go to the same place all the time, meet the same people, create a group of friends, date within your group of friends, like people used to do friggin' 20 years ago, 10 years ago.
It's very
Stop
hard
with bullshit online. We used to go to the clubs, Catman. Remember Top Dog? Christ, I dated half at Cherry Hill.
So
Very
there's a lot of
important.
people. I hear you. I agree with you. But
Like enough of
people
this
don't
internet
have-
bullshit. You wouldn't
people
have the
don't have
fun.
that social. They don't have that social.
Well, they need to have the
ability.
social.
I
That's why they need to
know.
come to Midtown Social on Friday nights in Kathmandu. I'm kidding, but
Catmandu has been
Catmandu.
open it forever. Yeah.
well, you know what? Reopen it, buddy.
To your point, to your point, you know what's great about meeting people in person? You can see their body. You can see their body. You can see what they look like.
Traumatized.
Well, no, but
you are traumatized.
You can see their circle of friends. You can see if they're girls or nuts because they're out with their couple girls.
Yeah,
right?
I don't disagree. I mean, but for you
getting
and
a whole.
and Dave, we're social butterflies. For us, it comes easy.
I understand, but that's what I'm
But a lot
trying to tell
of people
people.
like that.
The
A lot
money
of
that you're
people like
spending
that.
on Bum and Hinge, Bumble, and all that shit.
Right.
You could literally spend that $150
Honestly,
on a
but that's
Friday
why
night
we
and
do
go out
wanna
and meet
come
someone.
to, and this isn't an agenda to try to push BeVisionary, but I will tell
I don't care
you,
where you go, just go out.
BeVisionary events do help with that. If you are a bit introverted, you're not great with making friends, BeVisionary will help with that if you come out to an event.
I'll help you.
We have
worry about it.
activities, we have games that help you to interact with people, and you just naturally connect. You connect, whether it's a friend, whether it's romantic, you just naturally connect. So
Listen,
just want to throw that out there.
All
But
of my girl space friends, just friends. I'm like, bring your first date here. If he's a douche, he won't make it through through our bartenders here.
Mhm.
Like we will. You don't need to let us know. We'll let you know he's the wrong guy.
Yeah. With that said, we are at time. Do we have any other, real quick, Jimmy? Do we have any other questions that we can answer or no?
Just a bunch of comments.
Okay, so we have a bunch of comments, a lot of great comments. Thank you.
We love all your comments, and we need you to be here because it helps us to interact and create more conversation. It makes the show so much better.
It really does.
So we appreciate it, bro. You're welcome to join us anytime.
Well,
so much fun.
Thank you very much for being here. And I would tell you, if anybody can look this up, there's an old TV scene where the guy tries to tells the girl, you have to give a guy 3 green lights so they know you like him. And women are like, what do they mean? And it's such a lost art. Typically, men need 3 signs that a woman's interested before they're convinced. If you just smile them across the bar, that's not enough. You have to compliment their hair, compliment their shirt, make physical contact, like the fake laugh. And it's a lost art. Women don't even know that exists. They stand there and they can't understand why guys don't hit on them. And it's like, we're all sitting there waiting. I mean, the hounds are going to come up and hound you, but the men, like civilized, mature, emotionally mature men, are going to wait till they feel confident that they're welcome in your presence before they're just going to barge in. So if a guy walks up, and kicks down the door, if a guy walks up and kicks down the door, I would be cautious about that. But if there's a guy you like, make sure you give him 3 green lights, and then you might be an idiot, miss them all anyway. Sometimes you have to give more, but don't be shy, because once you get a man, he's your man to control, basically.
And a woman locked you down finally, Dave. It took a long time, but
the father bull and the son bull were sitting on the hill, and the son bull says, "Dad, I'm going to run down and get one of them cows." The father bull says, "Son, we're going to walk down. We'll get them all."
Oh, come on.
Anyway, Selena, thank you for the compliment. Selena was here at the comedy show.
Sorry.
She said the food was fabulous while she was here. Kathy, it is Dave. Dave, pronounce your last name. I can never say it.
Chivaroli, like ravioli.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
great.
Oh, well, I mean, oh my God, you're a fellow paisan.
Yeah, he is a fellow paisan. No, he's also Irish. You're Irish, aren't you?
With the last
Irish and Italian. Irish and Italian, though, aren't you?
No, Mike. Well, I'm mostly Italian. I have some German and some Irish in me. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, that means he can drink and he's good in bed.
Dave, thank you. Oh God, Dave, thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure. You guys are a trip. And to all of our listeners, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for all the comments, for all the questions. Please keep the questions coming. If you guys want us to consider some questions for the next show, we are happy to look through them. So you could go ahead and send them on my website, BeVisionary Events, on the podcast page. And
you can get a guest spot in our lounge, filming with us as a what are we calling, a peanut gallery?
Peanut gallery, yeah.
So we're opening up 10 spots for the next show, but you have to message us and you have to have a story.
Next show is 2 weeks from now. It's every other Monday. So 2 weeks from now, if you want to come to Midtown Social and hang out with us and be on the podcast and be a peanut gallery.
And all past guests are welcome, by the way. So stop on by, bro. We're always happy to have you.
All right, ladies, love them or hate them. Body pic. That's all I got to say. All right. Have a great day. Logging off.
Let me just say